everyone. Welcome to Daisy's Inspiration TV. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Daisy right here. So, in today's narration, I'm going to be talking to you about Brazil's racial laws and how it affect foreigners. And this is also for the purpose of knowledge for those of you that would like to learn or to know about Brazilian laws or particularly Brazilian racial law. This is absolutely for you. Remember that this narration is targeted at foreigners that are hoping to move into Brazil or foreigners that are already here that do not have knowledge about Brazilian laws or particularly Brazilian racial laws. Okay, so this video is absolutely here to serve you when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to what your right is regarding racism. Okay, so now before I go into the proper narration, I would like to say that when it comes to racism generally, Brazilian racial situation is very, very, very much on the low. Racism is very low compared to other countries I've lived in. Brazilian racism rate is extremely very low. Okay, you can actually live in Brazil comfortably without feeling uncomfortable. Okay, around anyone or people feeling comfortable around you. You can live fine. You can live. I wouldn't say 100% fine. I would say maybe say 98% fine without feeling like you are in the wrong place, like you do not belong. Brazil is a wonderful place to live in when it comes to racial situation. Okay, so but however, it didn't used to be like this in time past. Like in the 1960s, racism was very much on the high in Brazil, but people fought for us to be able to be what we are today. Okay, people fought for this cause to make sure that black and brown people are not being treated differently. Okay, discrimination was extremely fought against by people like Leila Gonzalez. Okay, Leila Gonzalez is a Brazilian that fought really hard to make sure that racism against the black and brown community is extremely eliminated, like totally eliminated. Now remember that racism can come in both ways. Okay, the blacks can be racist against the white can be racist against the blacks. But unfortunately, so I don't want us to get it wrong. Whenever we talk about racism, a lot of people just think only of the black people. A lot of us think only of the people of color. People forget that sometimes the people of color also are racist against the whites. But the only thing is that the black and the brown or the colored people are the ones they are the victims the most. Anywhere in the world, we are the ones that suffer racism the most. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen to the white people as well. So let's put that into consideration while we make this video. Okay, like I said, racism in the past, racism used to be a whole lot in the past in Brazil, like a whole lot to the point where the black and the brown people could not participate in a whole lot of things like jobs, TV interviews. They cannot occupy a lot of positions right here in Brazil. Of course, that is due to the Portuguese European influence as at that time due to slavery. Okay, through slavery. All right. So but in this day and time, it is almost eliminated, not totally eliminated, but almost eliminated because a lot of people spoke out. A lot of freedom fighters fought for this cause. And I would like us to differentiate between then, excuse me, I beg your pardon, then and now. And you can see how much people have fought for our freedom today. So let's dive right into the Brazilian racial situation here. So March 21st, 1966 is marked as the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination in Brazil. Okay, so racial discrimination was put to an end on March 21st, 1966 in Brazil. Okay, so of course, like I said, people like Leila Gonzalez were part of people that fought for the freedom of the people in Brazil. Now, remember that when we talk about people fighting for the black and the brown people, be it in America, like Martin Luther King Jr., like Leila Gonzalez, like Nelson Mandela, when you see they have fought in their countries, right? They fought for the black people in their countries. However, I feel strongly that no matter where you are, you fought for the black people. The fact that they fought for the black people in their country does not mean it doesn't relate to me. I see it as, okay, Martin Luther King fought for the blacks in America. He has fought for me, even though I'm African. Why? Because at the end of the day, I have the same skin color like Martin Luther King Jr. We have the same color. As a result, I feel that he has fought for me. I'm black. He's black. He fought for the freedom of the blacks in America. I also feel part of that. I feel like he has fought for me because at the end of the day, we all have the same skin color. Now, Leila Gonzalez fought for the Brazilian black and brown community here. I also feel she has fought for me. Nelson Mandela did the same thing in South Africa. I feel strongly that he fought for me because at the end of the day, I share the same skin color with Leila Gonzalez and Nelson Mandela. Okay, do you understand? So that is how I see it. No matter where you fought from, you fought for me. You fought for other black people from everywhere in the world, black and brown people from anywhere in the world. Anyway, let's dive right into the situation. Like I said, 1966 March 21st was the day it all was eliminated, stopped, and stood against in Brazil. However, the law number 7,716 of January 5th, 1989, okay, states that no one should under any circumstances discriminate against you based on race, color, ethnicity, religion, or national origin. Okay, nobody has the right to discriminate against you. Nobody has the right to make you feel that you are not worthy because of your religion, because of your color, because of your ethnicity, because of your national origin. Nobody has the right to do that to you. So if you notice that in any aspect of your life, in any area of your life, you need to quickly voice out. You need to call, you need to either call the person out, let the person know you do not accept being racist against, or you report to the right authority. All right. So now also discrimination when it comes to jobs. When you go for an interview, it is a crime. It is a big crime in Brazil to show, racist behavior towards another person in every area. Like I said, I've talked about the race, religion, color, ethnicity, and all of that stuff. Also, when it comes to seeking job employment, nobody has a right to discriminate against you when it comes because you are Muslim, because you're Christian, because you are from whatever religion, because you're from whatever color, because you're from wherever ethnicity. Nobody has the right to discriminate against you, especially if you qualify for that role. If you qualify for a role and an employer tells you, oh, you're black, or makes you feel that you're black and that's the reason I'm not giving you this job, you should report it to the nearest authority, because that is racism against you based on your color or based on your ethnicity. As long as you qualify for that job, nobody has the right to tell you, we are not employing you because you are like this, or you are like that, or you are this, you're not of this race or that race. That is how it is in Brazil. Okay, and nobody has the right not to promote you because of your religion, color, ethnicity, or national origin. Nobody. So take all these things into cognizance, and so you know how to navigate your way in life, so you can also identify what racism against you is. Okay, nobody has the right to make you feel uncomfortable based on any of the situation I've mentioned. Okay, so the right for promotion, you have the right for promotion, you have the right to be employed as long as you qualified for that job. As long as you are not a problem to that organization, nobody has a right to discriminate against you. So one thing that baffles me when it comes to racism is that okay, before I get into that, I would like to say now, like I said before, comparing it to where I've lived before, comparing Brazil to where I've lived before, racism, like I said, is very low. Like in the Middle East and Asia, I'm sorry to say, I know I have subscribers from those areas, but that doesn't stop me from speaking my truth. This is my opinion, and I have the right to, my clear opinion. Everybody has a right to opine or to make their own opinions without being judged. Anyway, so like I said, places I've lived in before, like Asia and the Middle East, racism is very much on the high, and people discriminate against you based on the fact that you are black, or based on the fact that you're from Africa, based on the fact that you don't hold an American passport, you don't hold an European passport. So that is a reason for them to say, no, I don't want to employ you. It's a whole lot. It happens a whole lot in the Middle East. But right here in Brazil, you cannot do that. It is a crime, and you can go to jail from between a year to 5 years for discriminating against another person. So if you notice racism against your child in school, you notice racism at work, you notice racism during interviews, you notice racism anywhere, hospital, you need to report the situation. Like I said before, racism in Brazil was so bad in the time past, like 1966. Like before 1966, racism was so bad in Brazil to a point where the black people, they was never allowed to participate in anything important in Brazil. For example, when there is a TV show, the cameraman will be specifically told not to zoom too close to the crowd, to the audience, so as not to pick up, in the camera, so as not to pick up on black people. It was that bad. Black people were never invited to interviews. Black people were never invited to any important role or jobs or anything. When I'm talking black, I'm also including brown, okay? Because some people identify as brown, because the truth is some people are brown in color, some people are black in color. I didn't even know there was anything like brown until I got to Brazil. There was, here there's black and brown. I just saw all of us as black. So whether you're brown, whether you're, at the end of the day, we're all dark skinned. So when I say black, it's inclusive of the brown community, of the brown people. So black and brown, including the biracial people, I consider them black because they are more closer to us than being white. So we are all blacks. So like I said, it was that bad. So even it was very hard to have a newscaster as a black person, a manager of a company as a black person. It was just very hard in those days and time. And people like Leila Gonzalez fought so hard against all of this. Other Brazilian people that fought so hard in their books, speaking up strongly against discrimination against the black people. I'm going to be mentioning their name to honor them because I really do appreciate everything they've done for us, the black people. Like I said, for everyone that has fought in any country for the black people, thank you. I just want to say thank you very much. You have fought for me as a black person. It doesn't matter that I'm in Africa, I'm from Africa. As long as my color is your color, you fought for me. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for me. Leila Gonzalez fought for me. Nelson Mandela fought for me. I am Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria. And I believe these people fought for me. And for every other black person or anyone that has fought for the freedom, even if you're white, you fought for the freedom of people. This is me saying thank you, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here today having so much confidence to speak up against racism in any ramification. So I'm going to be mentioning some Brazilian freedom fighters that spoke against discrimination, general discrimination, and also discrimination against the black and brown people in honor of them. This is me honoring them, okay? I might not mention all of them, all the people that fought for us, okay? But wherever they are, whether dead or alive, I just want them to know that I am grateful for all the fight they fought for us, the black people, and also for those that also fought for the general freedom of people, whether white or black. This is me saying thank you, for without the freedom fighters, we will not be here today. We will not have the freedom of speech, freedom of everything that we have today. Anyway, back to mentioning some Brazilians that fought so hard against discrimination against the black and brown people. Jefferson, Tenorio, Ana Maria Gonçalves, Marceli, Giselacci, Jamila Ribeiro, and Leila Gonzalez, of course. And also I'm going to mention one, Conceição, their name is so difficult, Conceição Evaristo. So these are just few people, and to other freedom fighters, Daisy Bates, these are from America, these are white people. Other freedom fighters, Daisy Bates, I've mentioned Martin Luther King Jr., salute her. Also Bells Hooks, Andre Taj, is it Taj or Taj? And also Clara Luper, Toni Morrison, many of them, Malcolm X, yes. And also I mentioned Nelson Mandela in the past. This is me saying thank you for fighting for us. One thing that baffles me, the names I just pronounced now, they are so difficult, especially the Brazilian ones, the Portuguese ones. Anyway, one thing that baffles me the most when it comes to racism, and let me go into xenophobia a little bit. That means the same, xenophobia means the same race, fighting the same race. That thing surprises me so much that sometimes I wonder, I sit down, imagine myself fighting myself. Like I am black, I'm fighting another black person, I'm killing another black person. Imagine, it's like I'm killing myself. Now, this happens a whole lot in South Africa and in Ghana. Ghana does this, South Africa. These are the two countries I know that are so biased against their own skin color, to be honest. Now, in South Africa, I would never understand why they Nigeria, always against Zimbabwe, always against Nigeria, always. Why? They are taking our jobs. They are doing this. They are doing that. Hello. When you see a Nigerian building whatever, creating jobs, a person from Zimbabwe doing so well, working hard, you're complaining that someone from Zimbabwe is taking your job, Uganda is taking your job. Why not get the job? If you're doing the job, they will not take it from you. Meanwhile, there are lots of opportunities everywhere. If they get one, you get one as well. The land is big enough for everybody. Why are you against your own skin color? Why do you even go as far as, wasting the life of your own skin color? It's like killing your own self. The people that took your land, I'm talking to the black South Africans now. The people that took your land are still there, thriving, succeeding, doing well, even though your president is a black man. The white still rules. And that is why till today, the black South African, there are so many places they cannot go into in South Africa, on your own soil, in your own land. Imagine. It's just like me in Nigeria. Somebody would tell me not to go somewhere. Are you kidding? Because you're white. In my own land, you will tell me you cannot enter that museum. You cannot go into that national theater. For what? On my soil. On my black soil, you will come as a white person, occupy a space in my land, and then tell me I cannot go here, I cannot go there, I cannot go there. And then the black South African, they have the mind to fight their own people. We might not be related. You might think you're not related by blood. Man, there are some people you are related with by blood, but due to slavery, we are all separated. You don't even know who is your blood. Our bloods are everywhere. But because of the separation due to slavery, we do not know each other. Even if we're not related by blood, as long as you carry the same skin, why kill me? Why do I kill you? Now, in Ghana as well, when Ghana sees that fellow black people from other countries are doing so well, they begin to fight you. They begin to chase you away. Why? I am baffled by this situation. I'm shocked by this situation. Why kill my own self? Why destroy my own self? Why speak against my own self? The people killing you are there. The people occupying your land, you're not facing them. You're facing your own people that has done nothing wrong to you. You also go to other people's country. You are there in Dubai. You are there in America, South Africa, black South Africans. You are there everywhere, occupying spaces, jobs. People, nobody's killing you. Nobody's chasing you out. But people come to your country and Nigeria must go. Zimbabwe must go. Zimbabweans are so educated. You say Zimbabweans, people from Zimbabwe are so educated. They take your jobs. They take low pay and they take lower salaries. And that's why, Leave them alone. You go find jobs. When I went to South Africa, I saw all of you passed out on the street, drunk, drugged up. You're not working, lazy. And then people who want to work and feed their families take up anything, and then you complain, you nag. But the same low-paid jobs, you are not even taking them up to feed your own family. You drug yourself up. You stay on the street. I practically was seeing men and women passed out on the street in South Africa. Let's stop xenophobia. Let's stop racism. It doesn't pay. This is all I have to say in this video. If you have comments for me, put it down in the comment section below. I will be happy to respond to you. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.